Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Bridge course in English Literature that is offered by the Department of English of Yeshwant Mahavidyalaya, Nanded. In this video, we are going to talk about a brief history of English drama. When we look at the origin of the European drama, Plato, the legendary Greek philosopher, divided poetry, that is literature, into two basic categories according to the manner and style of presentation. One is mimesis, the other is diegesis. Mimesis means imitation and diegesis means narration. In diegesis, a story is told or recounted. In mimesis, the story is shown or enacted. Drama is a mimetic form of art. It is audio-visual and is meant for performance. European drama is influenced by the ancient Greek and Roman civilizations. Aristotle, the famous celebrated Greek thinker and art critic, gave a detailed analysis in the contemporary drama of his times in his work called Poetics. The major part of Poetics deals with the dramatic or mimetic art, especially tragedy. By diegesis, Aristotle meant that it is epic, which is a grand narrative of the story. While mimesis is enacted or shown, diegesis is told or recounted. Tragedy and comedy are very wonderful examples of mimesis, whereas epic is a wonderful example of diegesis. This shows the significance and popularity of drama during the ancient Greek times. Talking about the origin of the European drama, the origin of drama is traced in the public performances on some religious festivals. Sacrifice of animals, usually goats, were a common practice to please the gods. Songs used to be sung at the sacrifice of the goats. This concept later got developed when the protagonists made a scapegoat of the circumstances, sacrificed their life for the wrongs they had committed. Such rituals of sacrifices led to the origin of tragedy. Songs and dances in praise of Dionysus, the Greek god of fertility, wine, and pleasures of the body, gave rise to the development of comedies. The ancient Greek drama is said to have started in Athens, with the writers like Aeschylus, Sophocles, Euripides for tragedy, and Aristophanes for comedy. The ancient Greeks had three types of dramas, namely tragedy, comedy, and satire. Look at the spelling, satire. It was a tradition in ancient Greece to present a trilogy of plays consisting of three tragedies and one satire as an interlude. Between 509 and 27 BC, with Athens lost its academic luster, Rome became the center of art and activity. Romans mainly followed the Grecian dramatic rules, but Roman theatre had more variety, diversity, and sophistication compared to its Greek counterpart. By 250 BC, the Romans started stating regular dramas. These dramas were staged. Livius, Andronicus were the major dramatists of these times. Titus, Marcius, Plautus followed them and contributed to the art of drama in the 2nd century. Phaedra, Octavia are some of the tragedies which have survived even today. When we talk of the beginning of the English or the British drama, the English drama shows two primary influences in its beginnings. The English drama of the medieval period, that is between 11th to 15th centuries, is religious, that is Christian in content and production as well. The mystery plays were the enacting of the major events in the life of Lord Christ, such as the birth of Jesus, crucifixion of Christ, and the resurrection of Christ were the important themes of the mystery plays. The miracle plays, as the title indicates, were the enacting of the miracles performed by the Christian saints and martyrs. These plays were performed by the priests and the clergymen, and they were usually performed in the churches. The morality plays still had deeply religious subject matter. But these plays introduced the seven virtues and sins in Christianity, personified in the human characters and actors. The beginning of the English drama can be viewed in mystery, miracle, and morality plays, and they had religious and Christian subject matter. Another influence came from the Renaissance in England. After the fall of Constantinople in 1453, the Roman scholars had to migrate to Europe. They carried along with them the literature of the ancient Greek and Roman times. The translations of this literature, especially into French, led to the rise of humanism and Renaissance, known as the rebirth or awakening of knowledge in the medieval Europe. The currents of Renaissance reached England during the 16th century. Under this humanist influence, the English drama experimented with the human subject and the proper stage properties. The English drama prospered during the Elizabethan period, especially between 1558 and 1603, and continued to flourish in the later times. The phases of development of English drama could be traced into three: the Old English period, the Middle English period, and the Modern English period. When we look at the Old English period, the Anglo-Saxons, who had a rich oral tradition, gradually began to develop it into the written literature. With the advent of writing, various monasteries developed into centers of writing and learning. By the 8th century, writers like Bede and Alcuin started writing in Latin. Poetry, the first genre of literature, was written in vernacular Anglo-Saxon, which is also known as Old English. Beowulf is the oldest, greatest Germanic epic poem. This was followed by the Wanderer, the Seafarer, and the Doer. These works are composed by Christian writers reflecting upon the pagan past. Caedmon and Cynewulf based their works on biblical and religious themes. Alfred the Great, a West Saxon king belonging to the 9th century, was the patron of religion. With the birth of alphabet, these stories that were written, such as Beowulf, the Wanderer, the Seafarer, the Doer, and even the Anglo-Saxon chronicles of Alfred the Great, were written down, and gradually to the years they reached the stage of drama as we know it today. The Middle English drama or the medieval drama had mystery, miracle, and morality plays. Drama in England, like in other cultures, has its origin in religion. The early religious dramas were essentially of two types: the mystery plays that are based on stories from the Bible, and the miracle plays that are dealing with the lives of saints. Abraham and Isaac are the first recorded examples of such drama of miracle plays. These dramas were didactic in nature. The churches had full control over dramas, which were written and performed by the clergymen within the church. The miracle and mystery plays were performed on the stories that are borrowed from Bible. These plays were based on the lives of the gods, goddesses, and saints. Morality plays had the characters like good, evil, etc. These dramas, which were staged mainly during the 12 days of Christmas, had the dramatic troupes that had traveled from one village to another and staged these plays within churches. These plays were also performed in the function of creating religious awareness and religious propagation among the people. The Elizabethan and Jacobean drama had seen a proper development of English stage. William Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616, has produced beautiful dramas like Macbeth, Othello, Hamlet, and King Lear, which are the world's best tragedies. Christopher Marlowe, 1564 to 1593, has written Tamburlaine the Great, which was published in two parts. The Jew of Malta Edward II, Dr. Faustus are his great masterpieces. Ben Jonson, 1572 to 1637, has written beautiful comedies which are titled as the Comedy of Humours. Every man in his humour, every man out of his humour are beautiful and famous comedies written by Ben Jonson. He also has two tragedies to his credit, Sejanus and Calamine. John Webster, 1580 to 1632, has written The Duchess of Malfi and The White Devil, written in a pure, dark comedy, tragedy point of view. Talking about the neoclassical drama, the representative writer is John Dryden, 1631 to 1700. His dramas, titled as All for Love, The Conquest of Granada, has popularized the heroic drama. All for Love is the tragedy or the heroic drama of John Dryden based upon Antony and Cleopatra. William Congreve, 1670 to 1729, has written a new genre of drama called Comedy of Manners, which imitated the manners and mannerisms of the 18th century aristocratic people and satirized them by laughing at them and aiming at a correction. The Old Bachelor, The Mourning Bride, The Way of the World are Congreve's famous comedies. Along with the name of Congreve, we have William Wycherley. In fact, Wycherley and Congreve are always taken together as the originators of Comedy of Manners. William Wycherley, 1641 to 1716, has also taken the tradition of Comedy of Manners ahead, and The Country Wife, published by him, is very famous. Oliver Goldsmith, 1728 to 1774, has penned The Good-Natured Man, She Stoops to Conquer, which are the representative sentimental comedies. R.B. Sheridan, 1751 to 1816, carries this notion of sentimental comedy further in his writings like The School for Scandal, The Rivals, The Duenna, The Critic, and the like. Goldsmith and Sheridan represent the comedy or the sentimental comedy. Congreve and Wycherley represent comedy of manners, while Dryden popularized heroic drama. The neoclassical age has seen the rise of drama into a new variety. Talking about the romantic drama, in Romanticism, poetry was the most popular and celebrated genre. Novel also had established itself and gained popularity among the readers during the times. These factors added to the downfall of drama in the Romantic period, which had already begun in the neoclassical age, the later part. William Wordsworth could be considered as the pioneer of the romantic drama when his Borderers got published in 1811. Soon Coleridge also joined him with his Remorse, published in 1813, and Zapolia. Lord Byron has also joined the bandwagon with his Manfred and Cain as the important publications. John Keats wrote Otho the Great, which was an immediate flop, of course. The only dramatist to make a concrete and long-lasting contribution to the genre in the Romantic period is P.B. Shelley. With The Cenci, that is published in 1819, a drama written in verse, and Prometheus Unbound, published in 1820, which is the only star in the sky of romantic drama. He wrote another play, Helos, published in 1821, which was a lyrical drama. But in general, in the Romantic age, we don't find many writers taking up this genre of drama. It was poetry that was more popular in the Romantic age, followed by novel, the rise of novel rather. And it is rather a gloomier period for drama. The Victorian age had seen drama to a little extent. Though considered as the golden age of the novel, the Victorian age made substantial contributions to the dramatic genre as well. With Henrik Ibsen, 1828 to 1906, a wonderful Norwegian dramatist. His A Doll's House is famous even today. A Doll's House, The Wild Duck, Hedda Gabler are the masterpieces penned by Henrik Ibsen. Ibsen highly influenced the modern dramatists like Bernard Shaw. Bernard Shaw, 1856 to 1940, has selected to write a new genre of drama called problem plays. His dramas voiced outdated socio-religious traditions and laws. Arms and the Man, Man and Superman, Pygmalion, St. John, Mrs. Warren's Profession, Candida, and The Doctor's Dilemma are beautiful dramas penned by Bernard Shaw attacking the thought process of the modern man. He's an iconoclast. In fact, Henrik Ibsen and Bernard Shaw both are iconoclasts, which would mean that they attack the established order of the thinking and change the thought process. Oscar Wilde, 1854 to 1908, again has revived comedy of manners of the Restoration Age. The Picture of Dorian Gray, The Importance of Being Earnest are some of the masterpieces penned by Oscar Wilde in the genre of the comedy of manners, where Wilde also tried to raise the then contemporary socio-political vices, laugh at them with an aim of correction through his dramas. Edmund John Synge, 1871 to 1909, is a wonderful Irish dramatist who has tried to bring into the Irish society, Irish mythology, Irish culture, and Irish people into the main stage drama through his writings of The Playboy of the Western World. Along with this, he also wrote Riders to the Sea and The Tinker's Wedding, which are beautiful dramas added to the Celtic theatre or the Irish theatre in England. The modern drama had seen many changes through this genre titled as drama. The modern drama presented the common man as the hero. John Osborne, 1929 to 1994, is one of the representative modern dramatists. Look Back in Anger is one of the seminal works in English drama. This gave rise to The Revenge of an Angry Young Man, which truly represented the socio-political and economic conditions of a common man and his struggles. Osborne's works are blunt and realistic. In 1991, he wrote his last play, Deja Vu, as a sequel to Look Back in Anger. Harold Pinter, 1930 to 2008, who can be also pronounced as Pinter. Harold Pinter. He is a Nobel Prize winner who was a playwright, screenplay writer for films, actor, director, and a poet. The Room, The Birthday Party, The Homecoming, and Betrayal, No Man's Land are beautiful dramas penned by Harold Pinter in a new tradition called the absurd drama. Harold Pinter is a representative absurd dramatist or playwright. Thus, in this video, we tried to have a panoramic look and a historical account of the growth and development of English drama. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you had enjoyed the session. Let's meet in the next video. Bye for now.